Recently, my friend found out that her husband is having an affair. She is devastated and confused as her husband wanted her back and gives the reason behind the affair to escape boredom. Somewhere, she feels her trust has been shattered. She loves her husband, and what can she do about this?
Poor thing. So, finding out that your spouse has cheated you can be very, very traumatic. Now, understanding that her husband is trying to come up with excuses for his behavior can be very confusing because he's saying that he wants her back. Fine, no doubt. That is as far as the husband is concerned, that is as far as her confusion is concerned. Let her look at the situation purely from the perspective of, was there a breach of trust? Most certainly, yes. Because she is feeling that her trust has been completely shattered. So, whether it was explicit in terms of their conversations or implicit in terms of all the vows that they took at their wedding, the fact is she trusted him not to do something and he still went ahead and did that. Now, this is a very critical point for your friend to focus on. Is she okay to continue to be in a relationship where trust does not exist? Because if she papers over this problem and decides to quote unquote get back together with her husband, what would happen is very simple. She would keep going back to this every single time there is anything that happens that can give rise to some kind of suspicion. It does not have to be really suspicious. The fact that there is a possibility for it to be taken into account as something suspicious will be enough to send her on this route. So that is the fundamental thing that she needs to work out for herself. Saying that she loves her husband is merely her emotional coping mechanism. It is merely the way in which she explains why she has still not taken more drastic measures. Okay? So tell her that that is not likely to be true. What she needs to do is very simple. She needs to have a conversation with her husband. Prior to that, she needs to have a conversation with herself. Understand where she actually stands on this. Is she okay to continue living with a spouse who, purely because of boredom, would be willing to shatter her trust? I would say it's far better if her husband would have come to her as soon as he was bored, saying, "Look, I'm bored and I don't think I need to stick only to you when it comes to, let's say, my physical intimacy needs." In that scenario, it would have at least been honest. So now she has nothing to hold on to. If her husband promises not to do this again and she's happy with that, that is perfectly okay. If her husband says this is possible, I'll probably continue doing this, but I still want you in my life, and if she's okay with that, while I would not necessarily recommend that because she has to, for living a satisfied life, have a sense of self-worth, which can easily get shattered in this scenario. But if she is okay with that for whatever reasons, then it may still be okay for her to continue with that. But if the husband says, "Look, I'll continue doing this," and she is not okay with that, then it is best for her to accept that this relationship is probably on its death throes.